Hey comic book fans, welcome back to another episode of Comic Book Geezers. I am Wild Bill the Unknown Comic and the founding father of the show, my partner in crime over here.
I'm Pete, how's everybody doing? We got another fun show for you today of favorite covers. We figured we'd do a little martial arts mayhem today. So we're going to show our favorite covers of Master of Kung Fu, Shang-Chi, who's getting his own movie coming out really soon. So, of course, everybody's talking about Shang-Chi and this new martial arts Marvel film. Well, you know, we've been reading this stuff forever, so this is nothing new to us.
I only had one issue in my collection when I was a teenager, so I just started getting Master of Kung Fu issues the past couple of years since I recollected. I pretty much have everything from like 17 to 42. He goes...
Yeah, he went over 100. Right?
Yeah, he went, I was going to say 150, somewhere up there.
Yeah.
But great artwork, good storyline. Didn't do very well, I guess, as far as popularity compared to the superhero books back then.
Yeah, but, you know, good enough to make it last as long as it did. I think it was a good kind of niche book, a niche series, and I think it was kind of refreshing change from everything else that was going on in Marvel at the time. You know, they had Shang-Chi, they had the Iron Fist they introduced as well, so it was kind of cool to see these different type of characters. And, you know, enough. I guess they did enough sales to, like, make it last however many years it did. But and the fact they're going to do a movie, I mean, that kind of speaks volumes now.
I was going to say, it's a title that, if you get into it, once you start reading it, it's something like, oh, this is like kind of something right under our nose.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start off with my favorite cover, which is number 37. I just love the artwork on this. The colors pop. This is like my favorite cover. So that's my first one.
All right, I kind of just didn't really do mine any kind. They're more like
okay.
But my first one's number 17. So this is the first issue because remember he appeared in another publication. Was it Marvel's? Was it special feature? Marvel feature?
Marvel special edition. I think it was
special
called.
Edition. Yeah. Okay. So
15, number 15 and 16.
15 and 16 created and a lot of money now, obviously because of the movie coming out, but created and drawn by Jim Starlin, and then they decided to take him into his own book, so they started with issue number 17, which is this one right here. Again, this cover is drawn by Jim Starlin. So here, this guy Blackjack, who he's fighting, he actually winds up becoming like his best friend and like partner after this issue. But you know, definitely a cool. I mean, I love anything Jim Starlin. This was just drawn so nicely, and a lot of great artwork in this series actually.
I'm gonna jump a couple issues ahead and go to number 19.
Yeah,
Against the Man-Thing. I just picked this up like a year ago.
Gil Kane cover there.
This is a great cover, especially if you're a Man-Thing fan, which I am. So, just great cover, man. Some really good covers with Master of Kung Fu, as you're going to see.
And actually, Gil Kane drew a lot of covers in this series. Quite a few of them. As I was going through my collection today, I was like, holy cow. But not this one. This is John Buscema here. This is, what is this, number 22. You know, unmistakable artwork by JB, as I like to call him. Good action cover, as a lot of these are.
Number 39. Nunchucks against the staff. Gotta like it.
Gil Kane once again there.
Yeah. Anything with chucks, I'm all over it. So, definitely cool.
You know, if you haven't caught it, we did a whole episode on Gil Kane artwork and how we talked a lot about how he really knew how to draw like human characters very, very well. That for me, that he excelled at that. Plus the occasional dinosaur or something, right? You know, but Johnny B is back again for number 41.
Nice cover.
Yeah, I got this one not too long ago. Yeah, I gotta love it with all the stars flying at him and everything.
Yeah,
pretty cool.
Number 18.
Yeah, that's a good one. I believe that is a Buscema cover there. That's excellent.
I like this. I just recently got this one.
I'm surprised I didn't pull that one, but that's a good one. And then Gil Kane once again for issue number 42.
That's a great cover.
Right, isn't that? Yeah, so this is the Shockwave. That's that villain right there.
My last of the top 5, which is a repeat. Number 17. I just recently got it, but it's not as good as Pete's, as you can see. I got a little bit of a rip up here.
Oh, yeah, in the corner.
Blah.
Yeah. Well.
But that's what happens when you order online. Risky business.
Yep. All right, another Buscema cover here, number 46, fighting this giant sumo, right?
Nice.
Out on top of the snow, right? Pretty cool. Shang-Chi falling to his doom. Maybe not. Maybe not.
I got some honorable mentions. Number 4, giant size Master of Kung Fu. They went with 5 of them. I've got the first 4.
Yeah.
Nice. I like the use of yellow in the background.
Yep, that works. Well,
Definitely cool.
With the red of his costume, it really works well.
And the red lettering on top, you know. So, honorable mention.
Honorable mentions. All right, so I had to put a Paul Galassi cover here because, quite frankly, he's my favorite artist on all the Master Kung Fu series, but he didn't do a lot of the covers. So we both got it. So this is a fantastic... This, you know, if you would have told me, or if you didn't tell me who this was, I would have... If I had no idea who Paul Galassi was and I saw this, I would have said that looks like a Jim Steranko cover because I think that Galassi's artwork is very similar to Steranko's. It's so real looking. I mean, this almost looks like a photograph, like a movie poster or something, right?
It's very nice. This was the second in my Master Kung Fu.
And if you notice, like, our colors are... Notice the color difference in both of these issues. So notice how, like, Shang-Chi's body is a little bit lighter, a little more on the yellow. Mine's a little darker orange, almost.
That could also probably be from the ink on the
Yeah.
press run. As it's running out of ink, it starts to fade.
But man,
some of it.
the detail on this is just absolutely incredible. I love Paul Galassi. I wish he would have done more.
What else you got there?
Let's see. How about number 60? And this is a Mike Zeck cover.
Oh, yeah. We got a lot of Mike Zeck fans out there.
Yeah. Got Dr. Doom, right?
I do a few more.
Yeah, number 77 is also Mike Zeck. I also dig his artwork quite a bit.
Yeah, he's good art.
Yeah. Good
My
stuff.
my collection stops at 42, pretty much. I go with a Gil Kane cover. This is number 33.
Oh, yeah.
I got this a couple years ago at a con for $1. So how can you go wrong?
You can't.
I just love the robot with the shooting eyes. Great action. Master Kung Fu. This is a repeat. We're number 42. And great cover.
And I always love this one, and I think this might have even been the first Master Kung Fu issue I ever bought off the stands, and that's the giant size. I just always dug that. You know, you probably find better art on other covers, but I just love how cool that is. You know, him
Punching through a
wall, right? I'm not even sure who drew this, but pretty damn cool. And then the last one I'll show is King Size Annual #1, which has got Shang-Chi and Daniel Rand, otherwise known as Iron Fist, fighting together. All right, teaming up on the cover. That's pretty cool.
That is good.
Yeah.
My last honorable mention is number 20.
Another Gil Kane special right there.
Awesome. Great covers. Good storyline. Highly recommend it if you haven't read any Master Kung Fu.
Yeah, and they all, like, I mean, every issue kind of like continues the storyline. There's no like
one-hit wonder story.
None at all. And I think so. That's why, you know, with this, it's kind of hard if you're like reading this series for the first time. It's hard to just jump into issues because a lot of times you're not really going to know what's going on. So it's like one of those books that like you kind of have to almost start from the beginning to really understand what's fully going on here.
Yeah, it's a good soap opera.
Yeah, because you got this British like agency that's almost like James Bondish, right? And they're trying to get rid of Fu Manchu, who is like the big crime lord. That's actually his dad,
father, who
right?
was putting out a hit on his own son.
Right.
And he keeps evading the law at every turn.
Right.
Fu Manchu.
Yeah. So that's this constant storyline that goes throughout all this entire series. Pretty cool, actually. So and of course, if you've heard anything about the upcoming film, they're going to kind of keep the storyline the same, except instead of having Fu Manchu because of issues around how stereotypical the Fu Manchu character is, let alone the licensing. Now the big bad guy in the film is going to be the Mandarin. And it's actually going to be the actual Mandarin we know from the comics, which should have been in that Iron Man film, but they kind of screwed that up a little bit. So now
they're going to try and do the Mandarin justice.
Yeah, so now the Mandarin is going to take the place of Fu Manchu. Whether he will be Shang-Chi's father or not, I have no idea. That I guess we'll have to wait and see. But a cool series, great covers. A lot of action in these books.
Highly recommend it.
That's right. So there you have it. So stay tuned for another edition of Comic Book Geezers in just a couple days. We've got all sorts of good stuff coming up, more favorite covers. You know, it's Halloween time, right? It's October.
So we're going to get down and dirty with some of that.
Yeah, so look forward to favorite covers from Man-Thing and Werewolf by Night. And
Ghost Rider.
And, you know, all sorts of spooky delights.
So don't forget to click that like button. Thank you again for your comments and your subscriptions. And as always, hit the notification bell so you can be notified anytime we have new content come up. You'll be alerted immediately.
That's right. And keep those comments coming because a lot of comments lately. We're loving that. So we
good
love
to see
communicating
you.
with you guys. Yeah. So definitely.
Nice to know you're out there.
That's
anyway,
right.
comic book fans, I'm Wild Bill. As always, saying thanks for being here. We'll see you next time.
And I'm Pete. Have a good one, everybody. Take care.
Bye bye.